Once upon a time, there was a very young, curious girl named Alice. Alice went for a long walk outside and soon sat down to rest. Alice began to daydream. She imagined a wonderful world where all the animals and flowers could talk. Just then, Alice looked up and saw a White Rabbit carrying a pocket watch. "I'm late," said the White Rabbit as he ran by. Alice was so curious, she tried to catch up to the rabbit. "Mr. Rabbit, please wait," called Alice. Alice followed the rabbit into a hole in the ground. She began to fall down the long tunnel, but landed just in time to see the rabbit run through a tiny door. Alice was too big to fit through the door. She saw a small bottle that had a label that read, "Drink me." Alice drank the liquid and became small enough to fit through the door. On the other side of the door, she met twins named Tweedledum and Tweedledee. The first thing in a visit is to say, "How do you do?" and shake hands. The twins took Alice's hands and danced around. Alice tried to explain that she was following the White Rabbit, but the twins didn't care. They started to tell her a story. Alice wanted to be polite, so she listened to their story, but after they finished their story, they did not give Alice a chance to speak. They just kept on talking to each other. So Alice left. Alice soon spotted the White Rabbit in the yard of his cottage. He was worried because he could not find his gloves. "I'm late," he exclaimed to Alice. She offered to help him look around his cottage for his gloves. Alice found a cookie that had a label that read, "Eat me." She ate the cookie and grew into a giant and smashed through the rabbit's cottage. The White Rabbit ran to get help to clean up the mess Alice had made. Alice had to get small again, so she picked a carrot from the rabbit's garden. As soon as she ate it, she shrunk to a tiny size. Alice tried to follow the White Rabbit again, but could not keep up. After a while, Alice found herself in a magical garden where all the flowers could speak. They asked Alice what kind of flower she was, and before she could explain, the flowers decided she was a weed. They told her to leave their garden. After she walked for some time, Alice came upon a large caterpillar sitting on a mushroom. "Well, who are you?" asked the caterpillar. "I hardly know, sir," answered Alice. The caterpillar told Alice that eating some of the mushroom would help her always be the right size. Alice had a little bit of the mushroom, and soon she was her regular size. She was so happy as she said goodbye to the caterpillar and continued on her way through the forest. She was amazed to see a grinning cat in a tree. He introduced himself as the Cheshire Cat. Alice asked the Cheshire Cat which way she should go to find the White Rabbit. He told her to ask the Mad Hatter. "I don't want to meet mad people," said Alice. "Oh, everyone is mad here," replied the Cheshire Cat, and he disappeared. Alice wanted to find the White Rabbit, so she continued on to the Mad Hatter's. She was invited to the Mad Hatter's tea party, where it was just nonsense. As she sat having tea with the Mad Hatter and his friends, the White Rabbit ran by yelling, "I'm late!" Alice followed the rabbit, but lost sight of him. The Cheshire Cat reappeared and showed Alice a shortcut to a fancy garden. Playing cards were working for the Queen of Hearts, painting roses. The rabbit ran by to announce the Queen of Hearts. Alice was happy to see him, but the Queen became angry and shouted, "Off with her head!" Alice ran away and soon found a door to get away from the Queen of Hearts and her guards. Just then, Alice awoke from her daydream. She realized she had just had a magical daydream and was happy to be awake from all the nonsense. That was just fine with Alice.